Hello and welcome to a frank discussion about the coronavirus here in our Dallas-Fort Worth community. My name is Robert Ashley, News Director and Talk Show host for radio station Heaven 97 KHVN, and it's an honor to work with those of you in the media, particularly the African American media. We're about to get ready to talk with our man downtown, Dallas County Commissioner John Wally Price, about what's really been going on with this coronavirus. And before we get our conversation started, we just want to acknowledge one of the giants of the civil rights movement, the Reverend Dr. Joseph Lowry, one of the founding members of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, who was one of the lieutenants, if you will, with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The Lord recently called him home at the age of 98. Can you imagine that reunion in heaven? Coretta, Dick Gregory, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, everybody saying, "Come on in here, Joseph. Well done, my faithful servant." Once again, I want to thank you for being with us as we talk about the coronavirus and its impact on the African American community. And with me right now is the one and only Dallas County Commissioner John Wally Price. And Commissioner Price, we thank you once again for being with us, sir. It's an honor to have you with us.
Glad to be here, and I don't want any of us to get lost on everything else that's going on in the universe, especially in Dallas or in this country, really. 240 years, every 10 years, the Constitution says that we shall take the census. We shall count each and every individual. And therefore, the United States will apportion approximately $750 billion in grants and appropriations to various political jurisdictions, schools, counties, hospital districts, states, and so it's very important. But those dollars are apportioned based on count, on census data. And of course we'll talk about the apportionment of legislative power.
Yes.
As you know, in this country, regardless, you're going to have 435 House representatives. You're going to have 100 U.S. senators,
yes,
regardless. But in counties, school districts, cities, you will politically subdivide those jurisdictions based on numbers. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's where the power will emanate from. Plus, the finances. Of course, it's interesting to talk about $750 billion when this country just did an appropriation of $2 trillion. I think that's even hard for people to fathom what that really means. But nonetheless, do not forget, the census will take you probably 8 to 10 minutes, okay? And we're challenged. A lot of the census this year is being done by, quote, online. That they've driven us online. One of the things that I think we continue to miss in our community is that we talk about food deserts. We talk about, basically a housing desert, or what I call an affordable housing desert. But we have an internet desert. Dallas is 955 square miles. 100 square miles is basically my district, and I have most of the unincorporated area. And so it's a real challenge, and even some of the area that is incorporated. I know our legislative delegation has tried for years to make sure that the communications network don't just do an oversight in terms of our community, just bypasses. And we're still challenged in terms of internet. So whatever you do, take time, fill out the census. A lot of things going on. Unfortunately, right now you're kind of confined, and I know the internet is challenged at best with schoolwork, with work from home, telecommuting, and so it's challenging right now. But nonetheless, please, whatever you do, just 8 to 10 minutes, fill out your census forms.
And also, Commissioner, in light of the census, you're talking about power, you're talking about money. Now, we've got an election, a presidential election that's getting ready to come up. And there's talk now that possibly, because of the coronavirus, COVID-19, holding it by mail?
Well, mail ballot has always been a tool in the toolbox. And in fact, mail ballots have always been the controversy on mail-in ballot. But it appears now that we're going to be driven more in that direction. And nothing's wrong with mail ballot. So in Dallas County, of the 2.6 million people, there's 1,300,000 of us who are registered to vote. Of that, we've never had more than 800,000 vote, and that was in 2008 when President Barack Obama reigned. And so we have not seen us get to those numbers since. Hopefully this one will be different. But nothing is wrong with mail-in ballots. And so don't be afraid, mail in your ballot, mark your ballot, and put it in the mail. Now, one of the things we're going to challenge is whether or not we do self-addressed mail-in ballot. And you know, and for as I'm concerned, it's just a cost offset if you're not going to have the in-person ballot and the cost. Keep in mind, this will be different because we're responsible for early voting. The county is. We're responsible for general election voting. Okay, so those costs come to us regardless. Okay, not like the primary, not like Democrat or Republican. We're past that. We're not going into general election, and so with general election, we're responsible. There is a cost. There's a cost in setting up those various voting places. And you know, there's a cost associated with that election, and it's millions of dollars. Let's just offset that and buy postage, and I'll definitely be proposing that, and we move forward.
Now, you all have to, can you all vote on that? You'll have to vote on that?
I'm sure we will, but it's an allocation, but it's no different than what happened in the primary of Democrats and Republicans. The law says that they have to come to a conclusion that they want to combine the election. They did not want to do that. But at the last minute, the Republicans said, okay, you know, y'all have it. And it created confusion because now you've had the polling places, you had to get the election judges, you had to train the election judges, you know, and so there were a number of things at play. But at the end of the day, the general election is the purview of the county. We're responsible, and I'm definitely going to lean heavily on mail-in ballots.
Yes, indeed. Once again, we're here in Dallas, Texas. I'm Robert Ashley. We're talking with our man downtown Dallas County Commissioner John Wally Price. We're talking about the census. We're talking about the elections. Now we need to focus on the coronavirus, COVID-19. Well, Commissioner, right now we're getting all kinds of dire predictions from Dr. Anthony Fauci, this coronavirus task force. The president said there's a possibility we could lose 100,000 to 200,000 people if we don't start following the guidelines of distancing ourselves. We've got schools closed down. Here in Dallas, Texas, how's it impacting the community? What are you all doing at the county to make sure that we can stay safe and stay healthy?
Well, first of all, let me just tell you, we operate under a 1975 Disaster Act that was passed by the legislature of the state of Texas. It gives, you know, of course, the governor all the power to declare a disaster. Now we're not just corona, but hurricanes, you name it. And so any disaster. So for the most part, the county judges are agents of the governor. And so once a disaster is declared, for the first 7 days, the county judges, 254 counties in Texas, each one of them act basically autonomously. They are the agent of the governor. So the Disaster Act says, Texas Local Government Code 418 says that they shall act for the first 7 days. And then we convene. Once we convene, then there is a decision at that particular time as to whether or not we provide the judge with continuous authority to do it. We placed a date, and by the way, April the 3rd, this coming Friday, we are going to reconvene. During that time, once you make that designation and make a declaration that says this is going to be the next meeting, then the judge continues to act fairly autonomous, does not have to confer, does not have to collaborate, nothing. He or she of the 254 counties, they're on their own. Now, once we, and so he begins to put in amendments and more amendments and decide what's going to happen. When we convene at this next next meeting, we will decide. We only have three options. We can amend, we can extinguish, or we can continue to give him the power to operate. Once he did the stay at home after the 7 days, none of my colleagues, none of us were aware. So the law says that anyone, any three of them, can call an emergency meeting. So I called an emergency meeting, and once I did that, I made it very clear to the public, we had no input in the stay-at-home order. He did that, autonomously. Of course, he apologized, but that's still, stay-at-home order is in place. My problem is, Dr. Ashley, is we just got to figure out, why in terms of certain communities we're being treated differently. Now, of course, I brought it up in the emergency meeting. I don't understand why alcohol is, or liquor stores are an essential business. I did challenge them on that. I will challenge them again. But in our community, I want my barber and beauty shops who basically, operate almost week to week and maybe even day to day. I want them to be able to govern themselves in terms of the 6 foot distancing, in terms of not more than 10 individuals in the shop. I want to give them an opportunity, because keep in mind that those individuals are not eligible to get dollars under the Unemployment Act.
Oh my goodness.
They're not eligible. That's number one. Number two, I haven't had a chance to read all the National Act, but chances are, because they don't pay unemployment interest. So since they don't pay unemployment, they can't get unemployment. And so now I've got a community that has historically relied on being able to fend for themselves, and they're impaired. I am concerned about the 50% workforce supposedly reduction with regards to construction. I have some other issues about some other essential businesses. And so the impact is disproportionate, on communities, and especially communities, of color. And so, I will have several amendments. We will see if I get 2 more votes, because in the Commissioner's Court, 3 prevailed. Okay, 3 votes prevailed, and that will, while I am not at this particular moment ready to declare that the disaster, of course I'll wait for the data, that is definitely not over, but I do have a concern about whether or not we're going to be able to maintain as a community. Yes. I mean, it's almost like picking our poison. How do we want to die? Economically, it is devastating. And I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback, but, I had this conversation with the judge. I said, Judge, under the Financial Responsibility Act, under the Patriot Act, under the Cyber Infrastructure Act, pawn shops are essential. That's 179 in Dallas. They loan approximately $3,000 a day. Well, everybody said, they only loan 10 cents on the dollar. Look, that's the difference between bread and, and if I've got something, and hey, I'll be the first one to admit, hey, I've always been here. I may have had to, take my watch down and get a couple of dollars. And the thing is, but don't, but for the grace of God, there go out. It is a financial institution. And so as a result, I need him to make the same declaration, with other financial institutions. in our community. It's not as though, we can access, banks that historically have redlined us. It's not as though a certain part of the community has ATM cards, and they have just a flurry of access to capital, and so this is survival. And at the end of the day, our community, has to survive. Now, I understand the distancing. There's a lot of pent-up demand in terms of our community, and I would tell young brothers and sisters, look, if you've got to abide by some of this in terms of how we manage publicly. But again, I live in front of a park. I watch couples, walk around the park. Of course, it's interesting when you read the order, what it says about assembly, but it talks about assembly in your house. Well, I'm the same way about the restaurants. Everybody is not in a position to have a catering aisle. Therefore, again, with social distancing, and being able to manage in terms of the restaurant business. Again, these are businesses that historically, have been challenged in terms of our community, and they have survived even in those challenged times. And I'm in businesses today that I went to get food for my staff, and they said they're off 89%. Quasi has kept them. A number of these other businesses that are national businesses cannot sustain. Now, when you talk about, this 500 billion coming in and having access, what's that time period? What's the real time period for that delivery? Even IRS will tell you, the only way, that $1,200 or $500 a child, they want a direct deposit. Well, what we're going to do is go in and open up a bank account, so it doesn't work that way. And so it's, again, we're still always seem to be on the lower end, of this scale when it comes to.
I think we have about a couple more minutes.
Sure.
Mr. Frank, there's so many things we could talk about. The churches, the impact it's had on our churches.
And one of the things people need to understand. A lot of these churches are mortgaged.
Wow.
And quiet as kept. They've got to make them mortgages. And when they continue to see, they say, well, you can use some of the larger, and the judge again here the short fallacy. Well, some of the larger churches said you can use it for streaming. Streaming is not an option in a lot of the little churches. So it is a challenge, and nobody thinks of churches in terms of financial responsibility.
All right, we've got about 5 more minutes now. Mr. Price, let me just ask you about this coronavirus itself. What is this virus? They're telling us that this is something we've never seen before. Are we going to be capable of dealing with this mystery of this invisible so-called enemy?
We've seen coronavirus before. We haven't seen COVID-19. We saw SARS. SARS is a coronavirus.
Yes.
Okay? And so when you look at these, when you look at the beta, the alpha, there's about 7. If you go out to Johns Hopkins University and look at the piece on the human corona virus types, they've been around. I don't know if this is the Frankenstein that got out of the lab and they have no control. I don't want to come in and subscribe to a lot of theory. However, 1 out of every 7 people walking the earth is Chinese, and so if you lose 1 million people, okay, and then of course it happens to spread. They use 1 million. They said we may lose 200 to 300,000. When you look at 390 million people in this country, it all becomes relative. And so I'm not, again, I'm not subscribing to purging. Some people call it ethnic cleansing. I'm not. It's not about ethnic. It's about purging. And so they said it's only going to impact 20% of the population. Okay, that's still, it gives me some pause. And I think that, it's managed, and that's just my personal. I'm worried about my community, after Corona, after Katrina, after a disaster. What happens is disasters in this country continue to remove the scab off of the real sore in this community, which is poverty. Like I said, they get $2 trillion. They need $2 trillion just to take care of black and brown people historically in this country.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking with our man downtown, Dallas County Commissioner John Wally Price, who's just given us a thorough assessment as to what's going on with the U.S. Census, the upcoming elections, and of course, the coronavirus. Commissioner Price, we want to thank you, my brother, for continuing to represent us here in Dallas, Texas. We're going to pause for a quick break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Character, hard work, and compassion are 3 things that our law firm stands by. We believe in giving you individuals with the best of character, those who are honest, operate with integrity, and are committed to your case.
We strive for excellence in everything we do. We want to ensure that our clients are successful, not only today, but in the future as well.
Hard work. Our team is committed to giving their best effort on your file whenever they're in the office and when they're out of the office thinking of you and your claim.
Assisting our attorneys, our paralegals work to ensure that your customer service needs are met. We promise to work on your case in an efficient and timely manner.
And compassion. We're committed to giving you a team that treats you like family. We're together in this action, and we're committed to making sure that you always understand that we care.
You put your trust in a firm who will handle your case with compassion and care. We plan to develop a relationship throughout this process. Your goals become our goals.
Thank you for giving our team a shot, and we're committed to being there for you. God bless.
Right now, we're going to focus on the business community, and with me right now is Paul Backus of the legendary Backus Cleaners. His father, the late Jasper Backus, is the namesake, and we're very, very honored to have the long-awaited Paul Backus with us. Paul, once again, we want to thank you for being with us, man. How you doing, Paul?
Thank you. I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
All right.
I really appreciate you.
Well, look, now where's Backus Cleaners? Where y'all located? How's the business?
It's really good. At 3509 Sunnyvale at Overton Road now, but we rebuilding the old business over in South Dallas.
Yes,
We're going to make it dry cleaning business and office space.
Beautiful.
It's going to be done.
Beautiful.
So we spent about $500,000 on that.
Beautiful.
Get it right.
I know your dad will be proud of you.
I just wish you could see.
Oh, I know he's proud of you. Well, I'll tell you what, we've been dealing with this coronavirus, and they've been shutting down everything. What impact is it having on your business?
Well, right now, it's all I'm mostly getting now is kind of regular customers and police officers now. We do a lot of the uniform for Dot and South Central police, so we're getting a lot of them right now, consistently there. But I was there up on Friday, and code enforcement came out by car, which is about 5 different cars. And so I have a barber shop next door to me,
Yes.
and beauty shops, and we have beauty supplies and all that stuff. So they went and shut down all of that. So they gave me some type of certificate that I can use to take over because we don't have a standstill.
Right.
We standstill in in and out. Yes. So in particular, the store thing, which does a lot of business with the black community now, they are just allowed to have 10 people at a time.
My goodness.
So it's making an effect there, and it's a lot quieter
Yes,
than normal,
yes.
but it's still the children out there just frequently and just unstopped, and there it's like about 5 or 10 of them walking together.
And you're talking about these are young people,
Youth out there.
so that they're not distancing themselves. You think our young people are taking it for granted?
I think it's just not knowing.
Yeah.
And something like this here is when you still see the sunshine and it's free lines, and there's no care the word for it, youth is concerned. They invincible. I know that's what we used to think. We was
Exactly.
go out there and no shirt on and play in the snow, But at this particular time, it's really serious there. So We got a slogan we try to talk about is to reach to teach and teach to reach, so that they can notify these people what's going on out here. Because when you're giving it to the older adult people that immune system is not strong as others, so you're really taking a risk. So it's really supposed to just stay home for right now. You know, so it's best to live today and tomorrow. So we need to focus on that. So just.
Well, Paul, how long do you think this thing is going to go on? How long can we deal with
I've been getting so many different suggestions about the virus that I got a PhD. So I said, thank you, but no thank you.
Yes.
But it's really serious. But it seems like how can you measure time on something like this, when something that's in the air that you can't see or you can touch or things of that nature? So it's really no time frame on this. So until we get notified correctly and with understanding, then only then we can, try to do something to help one another. So,
Yes, indeed.
So it's really serious right now, and we need not take it for granted that it's not, because people are dying from it. So anything that you die from, and you at a normal state of mind, so to speak, and you die from it right now, it's really serious right now.
My goodness.
So.
All right, well, once again, we're talking here with Paul Backus, and we're talking about the business community and how the coronavirus is impacting our business communities. And Paul, as we get ready to just to wrap up, leave us with a word of advice, because you're out there, you see us, people doing business, you're talking to our young people, encouraging them to wear gloves and everything.
Yes. So, one thing I can say at this present time is that let's believe in one another, believe in what people are saying about this virus. Because if you don't believe in it and something happened to you, then you say, woe me. But it's a serious situation that we should not take it lightly. And because of the seriousness of death that's involved in people, let's get serious about this. Let's obey the law, do as they ask us to do in the community, and stay apart from one another as just as we can. Now, I've seen quite a few children for the first time today finally had gloves and masks on. But prior to that, none at all. So it's just something that's taking place now that we need to take serious about until we can get a fully understanding of it.
Amen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking, of course, a great businessman here in Dallas, Texas, Mr. Paul Backus of the legendary Backus Cleaners. I'm going to pause for a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. All right.
Now, many of you know that a lot of our businesses are shut down, and it's having a major impact on the community. Now, women run the world. They run our pocketbooks, and we're concerned about how this COVID-19 is impacting women. With me right now is Iris Watson. She's the owner and operator of Wow, It Looks Good Kill Hair Studio. That's right here in Dallas, Texas, and of course, it's having a major impact on the beauty community, salon business. And Iris, once again, we thank you for being here, my sister. What in the world is this coronavirus doing, or what impact is it having on your business? Wow, It Looks Good Kill Hair Studio. What impact is that?
Well, as you may all know, you can't go to work. So, pretty much, it's a done deal for us for now. We're considered non-essential.
Oh my goodness.
So we can't go to work. If we go to work, I'm sure we'll get fined, either from the state board or from local. I'm not sure how that goes, but it's been quite challenging from when I'm talking to some of my friends. It's like, we get paid daily. Some of us also work in salons where they get paid their salary. So those salons and barbershops, I own a barbershop. So pretty much, like I said, we are not working.
I guess. Now, we are hearing from a lot of people. Women, they get their nails done on a weekly basis, get the toes done, they get their hair done, and now they're completely shut down. A lot of women are panicking.
And see, I like wearing open-toed sandals and shoes. So, yeah, as y'all can see, I got on tennis shoes today because my toes look horrible. And I was actually thinking about today going to a professional supply place, getting the nail polish and all of that, and then my daughter do it, but nothing like a professional. They need us.
Well, now, I mean, how long can you afford to do this?
Really, for me personally, this would be like a second hit for me, because my mom in 2015 was diagnosed with colon cancer. So from 2015 to 2018, I pretty much lost a lot of clients. So I was really just started back building up my clientele. So this is really a major impact, and it impacted my business and clientele tremendously. So
Yes.
for us to not be making income, when I was just getting back to where I was making income, so this is a hit for me.
And this virus itself, are you suspicious? Do you believe we got an invisible enemy? Or is there just suspicion, curiosity in your mind? What do you think about this coronavirus?
Well, I believe that the virus is killing people, but some of it, I personally think that it's political. I personally think so, especially here in Texas, because it's election time. But I also am following the rules, because I have a new grandbaby.
Yes.
And my mom is ill. She had medical problems, so I personally don't want to be taking anything back to my grandchild, because I actually have a pass to go babysit him during the weekday, take turns babysitting him.
Yes.
So I try to be cautious. I go to the grocery store. Now I'm paranoid at the grocery stores,
Imagine.
because I'm like, okay, so we can't work. And I'm okay with, we gotta go get food and all, but I only go into the grocery stores when I don't see that many cars in the parking lot. And on Monday, I had a clinic appointment. Now, before I had my appointment, it was at 9 o'clock. And so I get up, I'm an early bird, so I get up at 3 in the morning, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, go back to sleep at 6, then wake back up. So I woke up, went back to sleep, but I had this dream that at my appointment, I caught the corona.
Oh, no.
Yes, so when I woke up, took a bath and all that, got ready for my appointment, I was like late to my appointment, probably subconsciously late. But when I got there, they were scanning everybody's head, and when the guy got ready to put the scanner, the thermometer up to me, I said, I'm not gonna put that on my head. So when he was scanning everybody, a person came in after me, right? So when he came in after me, this guy was coughing, right? Like just really, I could hear everything on his chest. So I was standing in line, trying to see where I was supposed to go, and this was like an annual appointment, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So I could reschedule or whatever. So, but this guy kept coughing and coughing profusely, right? So I looked at the people in back, the receptionist. I'm like, that dude over there coughing. I'm like, what y'all gonna do about it? I'm like, y'all got some spray back there? And so the lady was like, well, we have some, we can't spray. I'm like, why not? I'm like, he's coughing, y'all need to do something. I was like, so why didn't they give him the test? And Monday, the testing site was closed. So that's why he couldn't get tested. So they sent him there on Hatcher to get tested, right? So right now I'm panicking, right? Because I was like, okay, I'm babysitting my grandchild, and I try to stay away from my mom.
Yes.
So I end up going to where my appointment was, right? So when I go to the women's section where my appointment was, there was a line there. I said, okay, I thought y'all said there wasn't gonna be that many people in there. They was like, well, we didn't think it was gonna be this many people. I'm like, well, I know I'm late, 15 minutes late. And I said, if she wants to change my appointment, I'm okay with that. And so she was like, okay, the lady, the doctor ended up saying she was gonna see me. I'm like, that's okay, I can come back another day. I said, because I had this dream before I came here that I caught the corona at this appointment. So it's making people paranoid. Even when I'm going to the stores or wherever, I try to make when I'm out and about, I go to only 4 places.
Sure.
I leave, take my son to work, go babysit my grandbaby, and leave and go to my cousin's house from there. I barely go to my mom's, but like I said, it's making people paranoid. And I know I am sometimes when I'm in the store and people are coughing away, it's almost like I'm doing the Matrix. So it's paranoia, that part, and then the part, and again, the income part, where we're gonna get the money from. And when they do start dispersing the money, are they gonna disperse it fairly though?
Yes.
That's the other part for the business owner, you know.
All right, Iris, once again, we want to thank you so much. You've been a legendary businesswoman in this community. You've raised your children We remember you at Lincoln High School and everything like that. We just want to wish you well. And once again, we've been talking here with Iris Watson. Wow, if looks could kill hair studio right here in the Dallas area. I'm Robert Ashley. Once again, we want to thank Iris for being with us. And of course, we're talking to the Black media about coronavirus and COVID-19 here in Dallas, Texas.
And y'all stay safe.
Character, hard work, and compassion are three things that our law firm stands by. We believe in giving you individuals with the best of character, those who are honest, operate with integrity, and are committed to your case.
We strive for excellence in everything we do. We want to ensure that our clients are successful, not only today, but in the future as well.
Hard work. Our team is committed to giving their best effort on your file whenever they're in the office and when they're out of the office thinking of you and your claim.
Assisting our attorneys, our paralegals work to ensure that your customer service needs are met. We promise to work on your case in an efficient and timely manner.
And compassion. We're committed to giving you a team that treats you like family. We're together in this action, and we're committed to making sure that you always understand that we care.
You put your trust in a firm who will handle your case with compassion and care. We plan to develop a relationship throughout this process. Your goals become our goals.
Thank you for giving our team a shot, and we're committed to being there for you. God bless.
We welcome you back to Dallas, Texas. Robert Ashley is my name, and we are here talking about COVID-19 and the coronavirus. We're taking different perspectives here on behalf of the African American media right here in Dallas, Texas. And with me right now is a very distinguished young brother. We would call him a millennial, but these millennials are very, very powerful. This is perhaps the most educated, dangerous generation that we got. It's Adam Clayton Powell, a black man, a congressman out of New York, who said that a black man who's educated is dangerous. Yes. And some folks say that's the reason why they brought crack cocaine to our neighborhood, so they could crack up our minds so we can learn. But brothers like Quincy Q is defying that. This is a brother who understands exactly what's going on, and our millennials are taking their position. And he, of course, is with Bonton Farms, if you will, food community. They're producing your own food. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad of the Nation of Islam many years warned us about being dependent, particularly on people. And once again, Quincy Q, our pleasure having you here, my brother. Thank you for being here.
Very honored to be here with y'all.
Yes, sir, my brother. Well, look, now this coronavirus situation, as what you're doing there in Bonton. Now, first of all, give people an idea of Bonton, the people of Bonton, this community, Southern Dallas.
Bonton is a very historic community and historically black, and it's one of the leading heart disease places, diabetes, a lot of different diseases and ailments that come from the food that we eat. And we call Bonton a food desert. Basically, you know, the chicken spot replaces fresh food, and if you get up at night and you want something to eat, you go to the barbecue spot. So we don't have a Whole Foods close. We don't have different things like that. I wasn't born in Bonton, but the owner, Darren Babcock, has kind of adopted me because I came and I wanted to learn about urban farming and the power of what we can do if we change our diet. I started fasting last year. I got shot last year.
Yes.
Wow.
So I started fasting because I couldn't go work out and I couldn't walk for about 3 months. So I started fasting and I saw the change that it made in me. I was waking up on time, going to sleep on time. My vision was better. So I started thinking like, man, maybe it is the food, you know? So I started looking up farming, which took me to urban farming, because we always associate farming with something rural. And that's not actually how it was. Sharecropping was right in the middle of some of the biggest cities, you know? So that's what the knowledge that I want to kind of spread to my generation and the generation behind us, and the power of feeding yourself. You know, it's really, I've always been a revolutionary.
Yes, sir.
But I wanted to find something that was acceptable and kind of under the radar, but still probably just as dangerous as anything. It's almost like digging your own oil. If you don't have to go to the store and buy whatever they're telling you to buy, and you can feed your own community.
Yes,
you know, so that's when I started studying. Okay. So now I kind of oversee about 1 acre of organic food. I use no pesticides, no GMO. It's just straight organic collard greens. When we change it over from the winter to the spring right now, I got carrots, I got radish, I got a lot of food. So it's really more the knowledge that I want to take to the community and tell them that this is a way that we can take some of our power back. And this is a way inside of this crisis, this is the way that we won't have to panic. Once the checks stop rolling in just for a little bit, once things maybe get worse, you know, it'll usually be somebody doing something out of trying to feed their family. What if I gave you a way to feed your family without having to try to do that? So, yeah, that's what
Well, Quincy Q, it sounds like you were engaged in a what we would call a revolutionary self-preservation.
Yes, sir.
A revolutionary act of self-preservation. How can people find out more about what you're doing and hook up with you? And we need to have these type of urban gardens all over the place, man. We got people that's got land that's just sitting there.
So luckily, I'm stationed off 20 and Cedarville Road.
Okay.
It's not in Bonton, but it's Bonton Farms. We got 40 acres out there. But you can contact me on my Facebook, Quincy Bradley. If you want to come out there and pick some of your own vegetables or just take some classes. I'm starting to do internet classes as well. How to build your own raised beds from scraps. How to worm compost. You don't have to go buy compost. You can compost for worms, different things that's already available. You know, this is a very cheap way that you can sustain yourself. So you can contact me in different ways. Go down to Bonton Farms. In Bonton, we got a grocery store. You can go out there and pick your own vegetables, all of that. So y'all come out there with me, man. I'll take you, you know, cut you some collard greens, man. I got collard greens bigger than your head right now.
Now, see, that's healthy eating.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this is like eating from the Garden of Heaven, my brother. And I'm just wow, because I think I saw you guys profiled on TV at one of the TV stations.
Channel 8 just came out there. I mean, the whole movement of urban farming is really growing because it's a lot of distrust in what people are eating. Even if you say you're a vegan and you go to the store and you see a beet this big,
yes, sir.
That's not natural. Because I grow beets and I know it takes 4 months to get it just a golf ball size. If you're going to get a beet that's a softball size, that too has chemicals in it. So people are starting to understand that and they're not trusting the big companies anymore. And they're starting to want to come to, how can I just get it from the ground?
Sounds like you know something about them genetically modified foods.
Oh man, come on. I told her I don't do none of that. No GMO, I don't spray. You know, it's more work because I got to deal with bugs and different stuff like that. But the result is that you eating some of the healthiest food that you ever had in your life.
You know, back when we were eating like that with Big Mama and Paw, we didn't have the cancer that we have right now. And, you know, with a lot of the, I guess, commercial industries taking over the food services and everything like that, we don't know what we are eating. So, Quincy,
my daddy used to tell me if it wasn't in the garden with Adam and Eve, then it wasn't there. So all of these different diseases that really came about from things that were man-made. So, you know, a lot of things come from just what's coming out the ground and what they feed you. And I just want to change that for the younger generation. It's also about land. We didn't get our 40 acres and move mules, you know. So now it's time to take back that land.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking here with Quincy Q, Bonton Farms Community Food, and this is powerful, powerful information. We need to be as independent as we possibly can. So once again, Quincy Q, we want to thank you, my brother.
Stay in the house, man. Stay in the house. Be safe. You know, don't panic. Start thinking of ways we can move forward and not backwards.
Amen. We got you on lock right here in D-Town in Dallas, Texas. I'm Robert Ashley, and we thank you so very much.